Today, we are going to be working on multiplying positive and negative rational numbers. I know fractions are scary. That is okay. It actually is a lot easier to work with them than what you think it is right now. It's just a little line between two numbers, and the way that we work with those numbers is something that you've always known how to do. Not always, but definitely since the start of this class. By the end of today, you will know how to multiply positive and negative rational numbers. And that's going to be our learning target check. You want to write that down, and then at the end of today, when we do our closer, double check, were you able to do that? Can you check that off? I was able to multiply a positive and a negative rational number. So, when we're multiplying fractions, or multiplying rational numbers, what we do is we literally multiply the tops with the tops and bottoms with the bottoms. I would write that down on your side. Just multiply the top with the top, or just multiply tops, and multiply bottoms. So when we do that, we do 3 times 5, and we get 15, and 4 times 8, and we get 32. And our final answer is 15/32. Now, when we get to more complex problems, there's going to be a step 3, and that is simplify. And when we get to really complex problems, like with mixed numbers, we'll get into those later. So don't worry about that for right now. So our example in our workbook, or rather in our notebook, we have -8 times 6/7. Now in our warm-ups, we had a question. How do we write 8 as a rational number? And we found out that 8 is the same thing as 8 over 1, which makes our life really freaking simple. Skip that I said that last word. So, we have -8 over 1, and we're multiplying that by 6 over 7. Now, I chose to write those in parentheses, but that's okay. We can still write that as a multiplication symbol in between if you want. So we multiply our tops, and we get -8 times 6, and we get 48. So on top, that's going to be -48. And on our bottom, we have 7 times 1, which is just 7. So we have 48 over 7 as our final answer. Which is exactly what we wanted. Now, the one thing that we didn't do in that last problem is simplify. We always need to make sure we're doing that. So when we simplify this, we say, okay, if I do 6 times 7, I get 42. Now if I do 7 times 7, I get 49. So I can't use that one. So I'm going to have a 6 out front. And to get to 48, I do 48 minus 2, 42. And I get 6 left over. So it's going to be 6/7. So that's -6 and 6/7.